In the vast silence of nothingness, there was no time, no space, no matter, just an infinite void. Then, without warning, everything changed. From a point smaller than an atom, the universe was born. A sudden burst of light, energy, and time itself. This was the Big Bang, the moment reality began. But here is question: what happened before the Big Bang? This is where it gets tricky. Time itself may have begun at the Big Bang. According to Einstein's general relativity, space and time are linked. If the Big Bang is the beginning of space, then it might also be the beginning of time, meaning there was no before, because time didn't exist. Think of asking what's north of the North Pole. It's a question that doesn't quite make sense, but theories still try to peek behind the curtain. Cyclic models. The universe may collapse and be reborn. Endlessly, a cosmic heartbeat. Quantum bounce. Instead of a singularity, a previous universe may have collapsed and bounced into ours. Quantum fluctuations. Maybe the universe arose spontaneously from a timeless quantum vacuum. Multiverse. Our Big Bang could be just one of many, a single bubble in an infinite foam of universes. What is the Big Bang Theory? Scientific explanation. The Big Bang Theory is the most widely accepted scientific explanation for the origin of the universe. According to this theory, around 13.8 billion years ago, the universe began as a singularity, an unimaginably small, hot, and dense point containing all the energy and matter of the universe. Suddenly, this singularity expanded rapidly, not like an explosion in space, but an expansion of space itself. Time, space, and matter all began at this moment. This was the beginning of everything. As the universe expanded, it cooled down. Particles formed, then atoms, leading to the formation of stars, galaxies, and eventually planets. The cosmic microwave background radiation, a faint glow left over from the early universe, is still detectable today and provides strong evidence for this theory. Scientists like Georges Lemaitre, who first proposed the idea, and Edwin Hubble, who discovered the universe is still expanding, played major roles in shaping this theory. In simple words, the Big Bang Theory says the universe had a beginning, and it's been expanding ever since. It didn't start from a fireball in space, rather, space itself came into existence and expand. How did a Big Bang happen? The Big Bang wasn't an explosion in space. It was an expansion of space itself. It happened everywhere at once, not from a single point in space, but from a state where all space was compressed. Timeline of the Big Bang. Brief highlights. TT equals 0. Space, time, and energy are born. Planck era. All forces unified. Inflation. The universe expands faster than light. 3 minutes. Light elements form. 380,000 years. Atoms form. Light is free. The CMB. 400 million years. The first stars ignite. Billions of years. Galaxies form. Earth forms. And eventually, so do we. Evidence for the Big Bang cosmic microwave background. CMB. Radiation left over from when the universe became transparent. Redshift of galaxies. Space is expanding, stretching light from galaxies. Abundance of light elements. Matches, predictions, from Big Bang nucleosynthesis. Large-scale structure. Galaxy clusters and voids match inflation predictions. Science calls it the Big Bang. But here's the mystery. What if someone somewhere described this moment over 1,000 years ago? Not with equations, but with words. Today, physicists use satellites and telescopes to look back billions of years into the past. But could an ancient text, written long before the age of science, have described the same cosmic event? Let's start where modern science begins. At time zero. Quranic verses. Related to the Big Bang, there are 2 major verses in the Quran that align closely with the Big Bang theory. Surah Al-Anbiya, 21:30. Do not those who disbelieve see that the heavens and the earth were joined together? Ratkan. Then we split them apart, Fatakna. And we made from water every living thing? Will they not then believe? What's this verse tell us? Origin of the universe from a unified state. Key Arabic terms: Ratkan, joined, fused, or a closed-up mass. Fataknahuma, split, tore apart, or caused to burst open. How it's interpreted in light of the Big Bang. The heavens and the earth were a joined entity. This is seen by some as describing the primordial unity of the universe, before time, space, and matter were separated. Similar to how modern cosmology describes the singularity before the Big Bang, all energy, matter, space, and time were compressed into one point, and we split them apart. This is interpreted by some as the expansion or emergence of the universe, analogous to the Big Bang, where everything suddenly expanded from that initial state. The process of splitting could be understood as the formation of space, time, galaxies, stars, etc., from that singular state. We made from water every living thing. This aligns with modern biology. Water is essential for life as we know it. All life forms need water to survive, and it is a key element in cell chemistry. It connects cosmological creation to the origin of life, which is deeply relevant in both science and scripture. Surah Ad-Dhariyat 51:47. And the heaven we constructed with strength, and indeed, we are its expander. And what does this verse tell us? Expansion of the universe. Key Arabic word, musiyun, translated as expanding or we are expanding it. How it relates to modern science. We are its expander. Modern cosmology shows that the universe is expanding, first discovered by Edwin Hubble in 1929. The expansion is ongoing and even accelerating due to dark energy. Some scholars view this verse as a surprisingly accurate description of this idea, long before modern telescopes and astrophysics. Summary of Big Bang Theory. Quranic concept. Scientific parallel. Heavens and earth were one entity, singularity, unified state, before Big Bang split them apart. Sudden expansion, Big Bang creation from water. Life's origin needs water, confirmed in biology. We are expanding it, expanding universe. Confirmed by observations. While the Quran doesn't detail the physics of the Big Bang, these verses reflect core ideas of the theory, in a way that was unimaginable in the 7th century. This is why many scholars and scientists consider these verses miraculous in terms of knowledge. They said religion and science can't go together. But what if the Quran said something that science only recently confirmed?